generally asked questions, and their answers about licensing photos on 500px.com.
What is generally checked in your photograph to be passed for licensing?
The initial automatic computerized tests see the technical issues, for example, sharpness, focus, underexpose or overexposed, scene type and object or subject of your photograph, framing of photo etc. And then if your photo has passed the initial automated computerized test, then it will be reviewed by human, as I said before. The human test is based on same kind of test as computerized, but plus any other visible faults and demand of market. Now the manual human reviewer has three options, which are licensing pass, licensing declined, or changes required. They can pass your photo for licensing if your photo is perfect according to their standards and requirements. Or if your photo needs a little touch-up, or the photo can be fixed easily, then they put that photo under Changes Required tab. As I am showing in my screen, as you can see that today my 29 photos were accepted for licensing, and 23 photos are required changes.
How the licensing system works on 500px.com website.
As soon as you upload a photo or photos for licensing, then each photo will go through an automatic system of 500px special and intelligent system. It gives a result from within 3 hours most likely. It really depends that how busy the system is. And if your file survived and not been declined by an automatic system within 3 hours, then it means that your photo has passed the initial test and it's gone to stage 2. It will be reviewed by a human. Please keep watching carefully that how I upload my photos on 500px.com. I always upload the photos onto 500px with same method as I am showing. Please watch carefully all this method to understand properly. I am using this same method so my photos are accepted around 20 to 68 per day, which is not normal, but it's true. The 68 photos were accepted on the 23rd of December 2020, which is my highest score of acceptance in licensing in one day. And if you see that your photograph is not declined by the automated system and still showing under the review tab, then it will be reviewed manually by a human physically within 1 day to 2 months. It again depends how busy they are for manual review. But in most chances the manual review does in couple of days. If your uploaded photo is declined by an automatic system within 3 hours, then it will show this message. Licensing declined. Limited commercial demand. There is little commercial demand for this type of content. The type of content that sells well, communicates something to the viewer, has a nice visual aesthetic, and is technically well executed. Learn more. This is for most declined photos because it's an automatic message. Trust me, this is not true, which it says that limited commercial demand etc. Actually your photo has some kind of fault or issues, that's why it declined and showing this message.
How many likes or pulses are required to get the photograph for licensing accepted?
There is not even single like or pulse required to get your photograph under licensing. Some people think that if photograph go to popular section, then it comes under licensing, and even some of them think that if photograph touch to 100 pulses, then it will pass the licensing. Sorry to say that it's not true. If you watch my licensing photos, then you can understand that my few photographs are not having more than 3 likes, and the pulse is low as around 15. But they still pass the licensing requirement. As you can see on screen that few photos are accepted for licensing while I am making this video. These photos does not have too many likes or high pulse rate as shown in the screen, but these are accepted for licensing just few minutes ago. And currently, I have 447 photos has been accepted for licensing, as I am showing on screen. This is 10:06 a.m. and date is the 5th of January 2021. You will see that the number of accepted photos for licensing will increase very quickly.
Is it possible to load same photo again for licensing or likes onto the 500px?
Yes, it is possible. Here are some tricks and tips to do that. But please make a gap of few days in between that same photo, which is already licensed. You can use the same photograph for few times. I mean to say that you can flip the photograph, or you can convert it to monochrome or black and white. And also it can be used after change the ratio of same photo. And on top the same photo can be used with cropping. I give you an example, please watch and listen carefully, it's very simple. As you are watching that I have a photo of swan and duck in Affinity software, after a little touch-up. I just saved first photo. And now with the same settings I am flipping this photo horizontally, and then we'll save again. It will be our second photo with adding any number or letter with original name of file. The third file we will make it black and white, and save it again, with same method adding with new number or letter. And now the fourth file, we will just flip it to other side again. And if you wish then crop it little bit, as showing on my screen, and then save it again with same method. For the fifth file we will undo the black and white to color again. Crop original file little bit more than before to cover the swan. Touch up the photo again, and save with new look. For next photo, just flip it to other side again, as showing, and save it again, as sixth file. For seventh file, just convert the same photo into black and white again, and save again, as showing. Undo again to bring file to original situation, and now crop little bit different way to add duck with swan, please watch carefully. And save it again, with new added number, or letter as previously shown. And now flip it again to other side, as we have done it few times before. Save it again, as showing with same previous method. Convert this same file in black and white with adjusting the tone of photo. And save it with new number added. As you can see that we saved all our photos in our desktop folder. Every photo is different from each other's. And we have created 10 extra photos from one original, So we have 11 good photos available to upload on 500px. I am 100% sure that the automatic system of 500px.com and manual review system will pass these all photos for licensing if there is no problem of focus or sharpness, etc. They normally decline for licensing if the photos are identical, but nobody can say, or even their computer cannot catch this trick, because every photo is different than each other's. For example, the pixels, framing, colors and scenes are not same. So it's okay for everyone. But only one thing, that please don't load all these photos together for licensing. Load with mixing some other photos. It will be more better experience and chances will be more bright to be accepted in licensing.
What is the acceptance ratio of photos from licensing review?
If you upload 50 photos on 500px for licensing, and they are clean and sharp, and in focus, then initial computerized test will pass it for licensing within 3 hours. And passing ratio is around 70%. After 3 hours you can click on Under Review tab, where you can see your remaining photos, which have been survived by the automatic system of 500px. Now you can imagine that you are on stage 2, where the manual review will be done by a human who will check again the quality and other requirements. Here are chances are 20% to 50% that your photos will pass for licensing. And if your photos are perfect according to their standard and choice, then it will pass the licensing and will show under the tab of licensing on the 500px.com. I uploaded total 350 photos on 500px. The initial automatic computerized review declined my 30 photos automatically. 320 photos survived from initial automated review test. These all photos were uploaded from Thursday, the 31st of December 2020, and up to the 3rd of January 2021. I uploaded these all photos in 4 days. Then the first working day has arrived Monday, the 4th of January 2021. They started the manual review at around 6 a.m. in the morning, as I am showing my emails. My 320 photos were due for manual review. They reviewed my 144 photos manually today, where they accepted 29 photos for licensing, 23 for changes required, and 92 were declined. The remaining 176 photos are still under review, as you can see in my screen. These photos will be reviewed by today.
How many photographs can be uploaded at the same time?
There is a limit of 100 photos at a time. That means you can load from 1 to 100 photos at same time for likes and licensing. But bear in mind that many photos loaded together will not get many likes, because your followers will get all those photos impressions, and imagine what happens. The followers will pass to next photos, and most likely your some photos will be skipped, but it will not affect on licensing.
Which format should to take photos from camera?
The RAW file format is best to shoot on camera with high quality, because you can have full information of that scene, which you can fix it later on with softwares such as Lumina, Affinity, Photoshop, etc. But you may use the JPG format, as well as with high quality.
Which softwares do you use to prepare your photographs for uploading on 500px.com?
I use Lumina 3 and Affinity photo softwares to touch up and develop process from RAW format to JPG conversion. There are many other softwares are available in the online market which you may try. I feel very comfortable with Lumina 3 and Affinity softwares because I first learnt and started my work with these two softwares. But I have heard that many other good softwares are available to use.
What other tricks or tips do you use for licensing which normally other members do not use or try?
There are few tips and steps which I am telling you online. I am using these steps since 25 days from today. I am having a very good response after using these tips. As soon as I start using these tips, then my photos were started to become under licensing tab. Around 25 days ago, my first 2 photos came under licensing. Then I worked harder to achieve a good target of 10 to 20 photos per day in licensing. Obviously, I need to go out every day to shoot more photos. Here are some tips. 1. If you make a burst shot, and having at least 5 photos, and 4 are good. Delete 1, but don't delete other 4 which are good and clear. Upload these 4 photos in 4 different times, but please make some changes into these 4 identical bust shot photos. First photo leave same. Flip the second photo and crop a bit to change the ratio. Make the monochrome or black and white for other 2 remaining photos with cropping if possible. Please do not crop too much unless you have camera, which has over 30 megapixels quality. Otherwise your photo will lose its quality, and will be declined by automated system of 500px. The cropping will change its pixel rate with size and view. It will be helpful to show as another photo on the 500px website. Now you have 4 different looking photos. 2. Use good full-frame camera with sharp lens. I am using Canon 5D Mark III camera with a Sigma 50-500 zoom lens with autofocus. There are many other good cameras are available in the market from Canon, Nikon, Sony and many more. The good photos can be taken even with a mobile phone such as iPhone and new other Android phones. But I recommend to use proper full-frame camera with zoom lens. 3. If you visit my licensing page on 500px, then you will realize that my most photos are from a local park where I am taking photos of water birds and pigeons etc. And of course my own cat's portraits. And some dogs. So basically, I am uploading wildlife photos, which are passing the licensing so quickly as compared to other photographs. 4. Upload minimum 30 to 50 good photos every day. Then around 5 to 10 photos will be accepted for licensing if your photos are according to standards and requirement of 500px. It really depends on and your photographs. But please make sure that don't upload very similar photos at a time or on the same day. For an example, you went to a park or zoo and you had 10 photos of swans, 10 photos of pigeons, 10 photos of seagulls, 10 photos of ducks, 10 photos of squirrel, 10 photos of cats, and 10 photos of natural scenes. Now first of all take 3 photos of each object and put into folder 1. And do the same for other photos in new folders. Then go to first folder, watch the each photos and make some little changes, touch up a little bit, but not too much. If 3 photos are similar then flip one of them, and make the third photo black and white. And apply same rule to other objects from the same folder, and then to other folders. Now upload one folder's all photos. Give them a name and select suggested keywords, then select category, and if you wish to add into your own gallery, and click on submit. And then do the same with other folders whenever you are uploading those to 500px.com. 5. Try to get different locations and style of birds when they are flying, swimming or eating food. The camera setting video will be uploaded later for different locations and birds etc. And finally at end of this video, I just noticed that 11 more photos has been accepted for licensing. Now total number of accepted and licensed is 458 as showing on screen. Now I will give a fast tour of my all accepted photos until now with scrolling page down. Today is the 5th of January 2021 and time is 11:12 a.m. Happy New Year to you all. If photo has been accepted for 500px licensing and can be purchased by buyers from our distribution partners, Getty Images and Visual China Group, VCG. Once your photo has been sold by one of the distribution partners, we will send you a notification of the sale and your earnings. Distribution partner payouts. Can you describe what you mean by three parties involved in the royalty split? For example, if 500px were to have an even share royalty agreement with our distribution partner, then the partner would first take 50% of the sale amount. Then 500px and the photographer split the remaining 50% according to their agreement. If, for instance, they were to license an image for $50 to their client, the royalty breakout would be: initial sale price $50. Distribution partners share $25. 500px and photographer share $25. Then, based on the individual photo's representation rights, exclusive or non-exclusive, the photographer share is either exclusive $15, 60% of $25, non-exclusive $7.50, 30% of $25. Distribution partner pricing. Distribution partners have sole discretion over their pricing. They will often sell content as part of a package, which means that the royalty you receive may not reflect the price listed on their website. I received a notification that my photo was sold, but the amount I received is much less than the price listed on your distribution partner's website. Why? Distribution partners provide a list price, or the suggested price on their platforms. In other industries, it's known as the MSRP, or manufacturer's suggested retail price. The suggested price is based on file size. However, from time to time our distribution partners will provide bulk pricing or discounted pricing based on their clients' needs, or a specific pricing agreement that may have been negotiated between the distribution partner and the client. This helps to increase exposure of licensable content to buyers who wouldn't be receptive to MSRP pricing. Each distribution partner has sole discretion over pricing. All major licensing platforms in the stock photography industry work in the same way. This has been the case since we began working with distribution partners in 2015. This means that the royalty you receive may not reflect the price listed on their website.
Thanks for watching Universal Information and Entertainment TV. Please like and subscribe our channel for more updated videos, news, information and entertainment. See you in next video. Stay tuned.